I'm a naturopathic student, and these are the 5 steps that I use when I'm creating my clients' care plans. When someone comes to me saying, Isabella, I want to balance my hormones, I want to start living a healthier lifestyle, I want to start eating and moving better, I want to start feeling better, I want to start looking better, like I really want to get a grasp of my hormones, right? Whether they're coming off birth control, whether they just have a very specific imbalance, whether they have no idea what's wrong with them, they're just like, I just want to be healthier. This is the 5 steps that I use to make my personalized care plans that I charge a lot of money for. And I'm going to literally tell you everything you need to know. Watch to the end because this is extremely valuable. When I balanced my hormones, you just have to balance your hormones. Balance your hormones. Just stop drinking coffee in the morning. Balance your cortisol. Balance your hormones. Okay, girl, we're going to clear out all of the noise behind the term balancing your hormones. What the fuck does it actually mean? How do you actually do it and implement it? Because I promise you've seen so many influencers talking about you need to balance your hormones. So start taking my skinny cortisol lemonade and then your face is going to debloat and you're going to lose a ton of weight. That's not how it works. So I'm going to be giving you my professional opinion as a naturopath student. Apparently, I've been saying that word wrong this whole time, y'all. It's naturopath, not naturopath, like I've been saying it, but whatever. I want to make the disclaimer that I am not a doctor. I am not giving like genuine medical advice. This is just my tips and my opinion as someone who has taken a course in naturopathy and as someone who has balanced their hormones themselves. By the end of this video, you're going to understand the 5 things that you need to know to actually balance your hormones. And we're going to get into what that means, what does it look like, etc. Start off, we're going to be talking about what does it mean to balance your hormones. So I can't tell you what balancing your hormones is going to look like for you because I don't know what imbalance you have right now. Hormones can get so complicated because they impact literally everything about your life. They impact your sleep, they impact your reproductive system, they impact your growth, they impact your metabolism, they impact your mood, they impact literally everything. So it's very difficult to look at somebody and be like, oh, you have a puffy face? Well, it's cortisol face, so take this lemonade. That shit pisses me off. Let me go on a fucking rant for a minute about this. I don't know if this is like defamation, I hope not, but fuck that stupid fucking Mellow brand, like of their fancy lemonade. Like, okay, it's not even the brand. It's just like the people who are marketing it and selling it on TikTok Shop are driving me fucking crazy because they're making these crazy outlandish claims. Like, I lost 25 pounds. Like, this is why, because I started drinking this lemonade and all it has is like L-theanine and like ashwagandha. I'm like, that's not gonna do anything drastic. Whatever. That's not the point of this video. I can't tell you what your hormonal imbalance is if I haven't worked with you, if I don't know about you, if I haven't done an intake with you. So giving you a quick fix supplement isn't going to work for you. I would need to sit down with you, talk about your life, talk about your habits, and figure out a plan. Figure out one, what the imbalance might be, and then figure out a plan to combat it. So let's say you're like, Isabella, I'm just dying to work with you. I'd love to be on your wait list, but unfortunately, I can't afford you right now. That's okay. A lot of people can't afford a coach. And honestly, that's why I make these videos because I honestly just want to give information to people who might need it because this information literally changed my life. And I remember when I was trying to balance my hormones myself, I could not find any fucking information on it, like put together in one compact piece of like, this is what you do to help your hormones stay balanced. Like, there was nothing. It was like all these random facts, and I had to like go research so many different things. Understand that if you have a very specific hormonal imbalance, like let's say estrogen dominance or low progesterone, whatever, or like, high cortisol, whatever it might be. What I'm about to talk about is not a catered plan to specifically fix that imbalance. It's 5 steps for you to support your body naturally so that it can regulate itself naturally. Your body is extremely wise, it's extremely smart, and it's literally like a machine in a lot of ways. Like, there's so much going on at multiple times, and your body likes being in a rhythm, especially as a woman. It loves to be in a rhythm, but there's certain parameters that it needs to be able to get into that place. So if you have an imbalance right now, it could be from, again, a million different things, which is why you want to work with a coach. There will be 5 things that you can do right now and changes you can make that are going to help your body get to a healthier place so that your hormones may rebalance themselves naturally. Also, another disclaimer, if you are going to start any new supplements, always check with your doctor. Don't just take things that you look online, always research dosage, etc., etc. I'm not telling you to go start taking supplements and stop taking your meds. Okay, so step 1 is going to be to look at what you're eating. The food that you're eating, and honestly, everything that you're consuming, is either medicinal or poisonous to you. It is either helping you and making you more healthy, or it's killing you and making you more unhealthy, especially when it comes to the food in America. Like, it's not even an exaggeration to say that our food is poisonous. It's genuinely poisonous, and it gives us cancer, it gives us chronic inflammation, it gives us long-term diseases. It's so bad. So you need to look, especially if you live in the States, at what it is that you're eating, okay? You eat at a similar time every day and eat a decent amount. Are you getting in enough protein? Are you getting in enough fiber? Are you eating whole foods? Is the food that you're eating like processed? And I'm talking to all the gym girls right now because you might think that, oh yeah, I get plenty of protein. I drink my protein shake first thing in the morning and then I have my protein bar. That shit is so processed. That's like the worst of the worst. Like that is such highly processed food and it is so bad for you. And it's why you look so poofy. Like honestly, if you look at the pictures of me when I first started lifting and all I was eating was fake protein, like literally you can see how poofy my face was. And because it causes inflammation because that shit is not supposed to be going in your body, let alone every freaking day. So take a look at what you're eating, okay? Just become conscious of what it is that you're eating. Well, Isabella, what's healthy? I don't know what's healthy anymore because you're telling me that my protein bars aren't healthy, so I don't know how to eat. I got you. Eating healthy is not hard. It is not hard at all, actually. And I don't even want to hear the fucking, it's so expensive. Please stop. It's not that expensive. It's not that much more expensive. And even if you want to make the claim, well, I did my groceries and it was even more expensive, I promise you, you have a bad habit that's a money suck. Maybe it's your Dunkin' first thing in the morning. Not saying you can't get Dunkin' and treat yourself, but like, do you need it every other fucking day? No. Maybe it's your little nicotine or your Zins that you're popping and eating all the time. Like, do you need that? Really? No, you don't. It's actually worse for you. So, like, be honest with yourself. Why aren't you eating healthy? And if you don't know how to eat healthy, and if eating healthy is so hard, and if me bringing that up brings up all these reasons as to why you can't do it and you shouldn't do it, and it's blah blah blah, then you're making excuses for yourself, and I'm not talking to you because I don't talk to people like you. Bye. Um, sorry, we're very strict over here. And when I say healthier, I don't think like of what you normally think of when you think healthy. Like I don't think salads. I don't think not eating any red meat. I don't think that. And I honestly believe that that's all a big freaking lie. It's a scam. It's a lie from the devil himself, literally. So I want you just for a second to take out everything you know about healthy eating and just put it away and just listen to what I'm about to tell you. The very first thing that you want to pay attention to when you're trying to choose healthy food is it a whole food? And what is a whole food? It's as close to natural as it can get. It has 1 to maybe 3 ingredients in it, and all the ingredients come from the earth. Like they're natural. They're not something that goes through a big machine process. An example of this is milk, Greek yogurt, eggs, honey, dates, fruit, seeds, nuts, beans, like brown rice. So you want to be eating whole foods, no, not the packaged shit, not something that has like a million different things in it, just actual real food that you can name. This is what's in this. There's milk in this, there's eggs in this, there's rice in this, there's avocado in this. Like that's a whole food. So if you're still confused on what whole foods are, go look it up. So that's the very first thing, because all the processed food that is in our like society and is very normalized for us to buy and eat is like humans are not meant to consume that. Like that's not natural, that's not normal, and it's not okay. And if you want to argue with me about my like what I think about food, go look at my other video on America needing to wake up because it's fucking ridiculous. So the first thing that you want to do is just cut out all the crap. Like literally cut out the crap, and that includes fast food. Okay? I don't care. I don't care who you're talking to. There's going to be people who are going to tell you, "Well, you need to be in moderation. Like you can't restrict yourself from eating fast foods and like, junk food and stuff you like." I'm going to do an entire other video on healing your relationship with food and healing your relationship with food in a place where you're not in that mindset of moderation for everything and you're actually still eating unhealthy for a whole different video. But the point is, like, that includes fast food. No, even your Chick-fil-A, your Starbucks, your McDonald's, fucking McDonald's. Are you really still eating McDonald's in 2026? Cut out the fast food and the processed food and the junk. Go to Whole Foods. That's your first step to eating healthy. Second thing is going to be understanding your macros. And I'm not talking like gym bro, like you have to weigh out all your food and like see whatever. Just your macronutrients is in protein, fat, and carbs. Start adding organic grass-fed ground beef to your diet. I promise you, it's going to change your life in a way that you're literally going to be like, what the hell? Your hair is going to get so much longer. Your nails are going to get so much stronger. You're going to have such better energy. Your digestion is going to get better. You're going to be like, holy shit, why was I not doing this sooner? But it is crucial that you are eating the organic grass-fed. If you can't find organic, then grass-fed better than organic and not grass-fed. But like, I cannot stress this enough. Where your meat is coming from matters. If I didn't have access to organic grass-fed ground beef, I won't eat it. When I go out to eat, like at restaurants, I don't get meat because I don't trust where it's coming from. And let's be so honest, like again, that's a whole different topic, like, but that shit matters. If an animal has lived its entire life in a little cage and it's been abused and beaten, the meat that you're eating holds that vibration and you're putting that into yourself. And also, that shit's not clean. Those animals don't eat grass. Like they don't eat what they're supposed to. They're eating like some random fed shit that's also going to be bad for you. So just start buying and eating organic grass-fed ground beef. So that's your first protein. Second protein is going to be wild caught salmon, okay? And be extremely, extremely careful about labels because for the longest time, I was fucking being boozled, y'all. For the longest time from Aldi, I was getting like a fat ass plank salmon and I was like, I can't believe that this is wild caught. It was called, yeah, it was like fresh Atlantic salmon or something. I don't know, something like organic Atlantic salmon. And so I'm thinking, oh, well, it's Atlantic. So like it's caught in the Atlantic Ocean. So it's wild caught, like obviously. No, it's fucking farm raised because they don't like, there's no wild caught salmon on the Atlantic side. If you see like organic Atlantic salmon, it's like they're sneaky. You know what I'm saying? Like they say it in a way that you're like, oh, okay, that's right. It's not. You want to avoid any farm raised salmon because they're also fed. It's like grossing me out to think about. They're just fed like this like meal, and they literally have to dye the salmon pink because it doesn't turn pink like it's supposed to be in nature. And it's just again not good for you. Like this stuff, y'all need to understand. Like these people just are trying to make money. So it's like this shit that they're feeding these animals and they're trying to produce them very quickly. It's like it has hormones, it has crap in it, it has maybe like let's say they don't have any of that, but either way, what they're feeding this animal isn't what it should be eating. So therefore, it's not going to be a healthy specimen, and then you're going to go and eat that. So it's like just don't get farm raised salmon. Same thing with like any other fish. Like if you're going to get like tilapia or like cod, like always get like wild caught and organic when you can. Chicken is a good source of protein. Personally, I don't eat chicken just because I don't, unless I know it's coming from a farmer who raised this chicken very well. Like I don't trust it. I really don't trust the meat industry, and I don't trust the chicken that I'm going to be buying in the store, even if it says it's organic. So I personally don't eat chicken. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat chicken. It is still a good protein. You know what I'm saying? Like assuming that all the chicken in the world that you're buying is good and it's a healthy, happy chicken, then yes, chicken is good to eat. I personally just stay away from it because I don't know where it came from and I don't believe that it was raised well, so I don't want to eat it. Another good protein source would be turkey. Again, as long as it's raised organically, the same as with chicken, like organic. Also, like sardines. Sardines are so slept on. Okay, personally, I don't love how they taste, but if you put them like on a cracker, like with something else, like it's not bad at all. And they're so good for you. They have like lots of omega-3s and very little heavy metal, like the big fish. So, yeah, those are good. Tuna is also a good protein source. It's actually a really good protein source, but you just need to be careful with tuna. Don't eat it very often because it does have like heavy metal, like mercury. So you don't want to be eating that regularly. Moving on to fats. What are healthy fats? So many people don't know this. So many people think, oh, like I should get the less fat version. Like I see reduced fat on so many things. I'm like, what's wrong with you fucking people? Like reduced fat is not good. It just means they're filling it with something else. And it's like, honestly, it doesn't even taste that good. And it's not as satisfying. Let's be honest. It's gross. There's some people who genuinely think like margarine is better for you, or like the I can't believe it's not butter is better for you. Do not touch that shit. These are the fats that like I'm deeming like bad. Like these are like on my no list. Any kind of margarine, any kind of like butter substitute that has, if you look at the ingredients, it's made up of like oil, like soybean oil or corn oil or whatever the hell, any kind of seed oil, anything like that. Or if you see like soy lecithin, you really don't want to be eating any seed oils or like using that as your main form of like cooking or like addition of fat to your meals. It's just not good for you. They have seed oils have, and this is like a whole discourse and so many people want to talk about what seed oils go on that list of highly processed food. So you don't want to be eating those and try to avoid them as much as you can because heads up, they're already in everything. So most definitely don't be cooking with them. Don't be purposefully using them in your recipes and in your food. All right. Healthy fats. Butter. Butter is such a healthy fat. And there's going to be so many people who are like, you idiot, it has high cholesterol. If you eat too much butter, you're going to get high cholesterol and blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can think I'm wrong. I don't care. Butter is good for you. It has vitamins A, D, E, and K. It's a good source of fat. It keeps you full, it keeps you maintained, and it's just natural. It comes from the animal. Like it's a good fat. So I cook all my things in butter and I'm not fucking fat. My LDL is perfectly fine. Like I'm just great. I'm just dandy. Other good and healthy fats that you can eat, obviously any nuts, like nuts are a really good source of fat. Olive oil is good. You just have to be kind of careful about where you get it because again, it can be there's like levels to how actually good the olive oil can be for you because a lot of them might be diluted. Um Olive oil is good. Avocado oil is also all right. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. If I need like an oil and I don't have olive oil, I'll use avocado oil. Those are your healthy fats. Those are things you want to include. Other healthy fats, like avocados, have a lot of healthy fat as well. Like, again, any nut or seed or like natural thing that has fat is going to be good, right? Like, as if it's naturally occurring, don't worry about like, oh, it's going to mess with my cholesterol. Like, no, be worried about all the crap that you're eating in the processed food and your protein bars, okay? Now, carbs, all right? Healthy carbs that are on my yes list are gonna be any fruit and any vegetable. Those are healthy carbs for you. It doesn't matter that they're carbs, doesn't matter that it's sugar, it's good for you. It's natural, they have lots of antioxidants, lots of micronutrients, very good for you. Any complex carb. So any carb that is complex and it takes a while, like I know y'all learned in school about like the little chains of sugar and stuff and how there's simple carbs where it's just like simple chains and then there's complex carbs where it's like a ton of chains. Complex carbs are very good for you because they have most of the time because they have fiber added to them and also it is absorbed by your body slower so it doesn't spike your blood sugar very quickly like simple carbs do. Like and even fruit, you know what I'm saying? Like fruit is a simple carb, but it has fiber, so it slows down the absorption of the sugar and it's okay. And so it's same thing with complex carbs. Like the examples of complex carbs are going to be brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, plantains. Now for my no list is going to be honestly any refined carbs or sugar. Anything that is straight up just carb or sugar, like white bread, pasta, some like really sweet sugary treats, those are all extremely bad for you. Yes, you can have bread. Yes, you can have pasta. Yes, you can have like the sweet treats. But what really matters is like how much of those are you eating? And do your other meals have enough healthy protein, fats, and carbs to where that little bit isn't going to affect you and make you fat and make you ugly and make you sick? Like that's the real question. And like carbs are addictive in nature. When you eat carbs, you crave more of them, especially simple carbs. Like if there's no nutrients in them at all, like white bread, you get hungry very quickly after because it gives you quick energy and then it leaves very quickly as well. So they're addictive in nature and that's what's all around you. So you're always eating refined carbs, sweet. Like that's why you're craving sweets. It's because like if you're not eating enough protein and fat to balance your blood sugar to where you feel finally satisfied. So when it comes to food, those are what are considered good and bad in my book. And then when it comes to crafting your plate, fuck that stupid fucking, what's it called? That triangle or the plate, like the food plate. Fuck that, okay? I would say instead of making half your plate veggies, make half your plate protein, okay? You want the majority of your plate to be protein. Then you're gonna add in like a little, you could say like a little fist like this, right? I don't really think you need to measure. I just think, eventually you'll learn your body. In a little fist, you're gonna put your carbs, like fruit, vegetables, brown rice, sweet potato, something good, right? And then your fat is gonna be a lot less. You don't need as much fat because it's very heavy. So we're gonna say about like uh I guess a dollar, what's it called? Like a dollar coin size of fat. And that's a perfect plate. That is a perfectly good plate. That's going to keep you extremely full for a good amount of time. It's going to give you steady, long energy. And if it's made up of whole foods, like we just talked about, it's going to be healing to your body. Like that is going to be so good for you. And your body's going to be like, oh my God, thank you. Like I've been waiting for this. The first step to balancing your hormones is getting your nutrition straight. And I just gave you like basically, okay, not all the information. Like I said, it's so much easier when you work with a coach, like someone who can just make, like, if you're my client, I can just make this for you and be like, this is exactly what you need to eat. Here's different options of what you can eat. So you're including all these different things. But this is like a good little guideline to go by if you're really like, I want to start eating healthy and I just don't know what's considered healthy. Yeah, I wouldn't be telling this to you if I didn't truly think it was going to help you and it's right. Number two is going to be to look at how you're moving if you're moving. How are you exercising? Are you exercising at all? How often are you exercising? To what intensity are you exercising? All of these things matter so much for your hormones. And again, it can go so many different ways. Like you could be working out like every single day. You're like, oh, well, I work out plenty. Like I'm in the gym. Like, that's not my concern. Like I can move on to the next step. But if you're doing like high intensity workouts like every single day, that could be what's fucking with your hormones because you're constantly having that cortisol spike every single day in amounts where it's like your body thinks it's stressed. And so it's like, When it's stress, the last thing it worries about is your hormones. It's like, yeah, fuck fuck ovulation. Like, we're in a state of fight or flight. Like, we got to fight whatever's coming. And it's just your workouts. When it comes to exercise, one of the best kind of movements for you and your hormones is going to be low impact movement. The best thing that you can do is just start walking. All right. Like, even if you're like, girl, I'm not ready to get in the gym. Like, I'm not a gym girl. I hate that. I don't want to do it. All right, fine. You don't have to. Just go on a walk. Literally, there's no excuse as to why you cannot go on a walk. I promise you can find an hour, especially if you're already not going to the gym, you can find an hour in the day to go on a walk. I promise. You think about it, like, logically and scientifically, it's like we're not sedentary beings. Like, we aren't supposed to just be sitting at a desk for like 8 hours a day and then come home and then sit down again on the couch and like scroll on TikTok. Like, that's not how our bodies are meant to work. We would have been moving. Like, if things were back in the ancient times and we were still like cavemen, like, we would be walking all the time, and we've been walking all the time. Like, that's normal for humans, is to be moving all the time during the day. If you work a desk job, like, I really feel for you, because I did too, and I fucking hated it. It literally would drive me crazy. And I would go on walks on my lunch break. Like, I would just walk. I would eat my lunch like kind of quick, and then I'd have like 15 minutes and I'd go walk, because it's like we're just not meant to be sitting. So if you can't do anything, walk. Start walking. Then when it comes to strength training, as a girl, you should 100% be strength training. It is so good for you. There's so many benefits. Like, and it doesn't have to be every single day. Like, you just want to make sure you're moving your muscles, especially if you're young, because let's be so honest, like, you're going to have to do it at some point. At some point, you're going to have to start caring about your health and get in shape and start going to the gym and start eating healthier, or you're going to die very soon. So it's like, shouldn't you just get it over with and do it when you're younger? Like, get the habits now that you're younger, and not like make it this big thing. Do you really want to be in your 40-year-old body that's like old and aching because you've been eating bad and didn't go to the gym like your whole life, and try and start lifting weights then? Or would you rather just do it now when you're young? And mobility, y'all. This is so important, and people like skip it so much, especially, again, the gym rats. I'm calling y'all out. Like, you don't stretch. You literally never stretch, but then go use your muscles. Like, one, your lifts aren't as efficient and effective. Like, two, you're just setting yourself up for failure in the future. Like, again, you're not going to magically become flexible when you're old and then you're not going to feel tight anymore. Like, it's only going to get worse. So if you don't start stretching out your muscles and like doing mobility work before you work out and after you work out and in your rest days, then like, you're screwing yourself. So start stretching out your muscles. Like, so much trauma is tied up in your hips, especially your hips. Like, so much trauma, so much energy stays up in your hips, and so much tension, and also your fascia. Like, that is up, bro. Don't even get me started on fascia. That's a whole other fucking topic. But your fascia holds on to memory like crazy, and it holds on to trauma like crazy. So when you start like stretching and like doing yoga and like, like breathing into all of your muscles and like the tightness and the tension, like, the relief you're going to feel is crazy. And it's also just so good for you, because again, holding on that tight tension isn't good for your body. So my baseline for movement is to be doing your mobility, to do low impact movements like walking, and to strength train 3 times a day. That's really all you have to do. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, and you can build up this routine slowly. Like, if you're like, that sounds like way too much, like, I don't even go to the gym right now, like, just start with walking. Get used to walking consistently, and then throw in the gym, and then throw in going to the gym once a day. And then once you're good with that and consistent with that, then do twice a day. Walking every day and then going to the gym twice a week. Like, you know what I mean? Just, you can build it up slowly, but just start doing something. Step number 3 is going to be evaluate what is in your environment. Unfortunately, there are a million thousand things in our everyday life that could be messing with our hormones. Have parabens, phthalates, preservatives, fragrance, like, it's really, really ridiculous. But all of these things can mess up our hormones because they imitate our body's own hormones. So that means that the body will either block other hormones or like make more of another hormone based off of which one you're getting. So the point is, it messes you up, and especially if it's all the time. So I just want you to start thinking about, like, what do you use for personal care? Like, the basic things you use almost every single day. All right, your skincare, your deodorant, your body wash, your detergent, things that are, and like your hair care, things that are touching your body every single day. Now, what if I told you probably everything that you're using in those areas has something that's messing with your hormones? Like, it either has fragrance, it either has phthalates, it either has parabens. And y'all may be like, oh, well, like, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal when it's like a little bit, but when it's all the time, like, again, that's just like your t-shirt, your armpits, your hair, also your scalp, like, hello, your nails if you get acrylics. like your eyes, your face if you do makeup, like, and it's getting into all of your orifices, like your skin absorbs things, so it's like that's all coming into your body, and that also makes it gives a bigger load on your liver. So like if you have acne, a very good chance of it is because you have so many products with so many like bad things in them. So my whole spiel on the low tox non-tox living is like, listen, the truth is you probably have so much fucking crap that has crap in it, you probably have so many things that have crap in it, and getting rid of it all at once and trying to replace it all with non-toxic things is going to feel impossible and overwhelming, and you're going to be like, I can't do this, and that's fine. I myself don't like, not everything I use is non-toxic. Like this shirt is not cotton, I wish I could say it was. I have some cotton red shirts and I usually wear those the most, but like when I'm filming, let's be honest, like tight shirts made of elastin and plastic are the ones that look better, so like I'm going to wear those when I'm filming. But at the same time, it's like I try to choose cotton like 90% of the time. With these rules, also, like with everything I'm going to say, as long as you're doing this 80% of the time, you're good. You're so much better off than like most people and than however you were before. And then the 20%, like the time that you do allow the bad things, like I said, like the toxins, like in your products, like let's say you have a favorite perfume, like really expensive perfume, you know it's bad for you use it here and then when you go out on date nights, you put it in your hair and on your clothes to avoid like it getting into your skin. That's my trick also. Like if you are putting if you're gonna use crappy perfume that's like gonna fuck with you and it's bad for you, put it in your hair and put it on your clothing. My coworker taught me that from like when I worked at a dermatology office. Actually, my bestie girl, she told me like, yeah, put it in your hair because one, it smells better, and I was like, oh wait, you're right. But also I was like, girl, you're genius because then it's not getting like on your body. And on you can do your whole own deep dive on low tox things and low tox living and how to change that. I talk about it all the time, so it's all over my page. I have my Benable linked as well, which will literally give you all of the swaps for the toxic products. Like everything that you can think of that you use right now that's toxic, I have an entire list of all of it and the healthy things that you can exchange it for. So yeah, it's like not a matter of like trying to eliminate everything. Like you're never going to be fully non-toxic. Like that's just impossible in the world that we live in. But you can start living more low toxic where you're not actively continuously buying things that are chemicals, have chemicals and are bad for you. So that's going to be my third one is like look at your products and change them out, and the ones that I just stated are the ones that you should do first. Like you should do that like now. Like change your detergent, change your shampoo and conditioner, change your deodorant and change your like lotion, change your lotion and any skincare. And then everything else just start slowly replacing it. And like thank God there's a lot of brands now that like are coming out that are low tox that are really good. Like Ilia is really good for like makeup, for fragrance. SS is so good. Like their fragrances smell like literally my hair still smells like it, and I put it on like literally yesterday. I'm not even kidding. Yesterday I sprayed it in my hair and it still smells like it today. Like it's really, really cool. And it just, I don't know, it just smells yummy. But it's not bad for you. Stop at all your toxic things slowly, but start with the personal care ones that I just said. Number 4 is making sure that your sleep, your stress, and your hydration are under control. When it comes to sleep, you want to make sure that you're sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours. Honestly, girls, you need more sleep, especially when you're close to your period. So for you, it's going to be more like 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Just make sure you're getting enough sleep. I cannot stress how important it is that you're sleeping well. You might think, oh, whatever now, like I'm young. Like, yeah, you're young now. You're not going to be soon. You're going to feel it when you're like 26. You're going to be balding and like, oh my God, like what happened to me? It's because you didn't sleep. Like, you didn't sleep half your fucking life when you were growing. Like, no shit. But there's so many things you can do. Go look at my Instagram. I have a lot of things on like how to improve your sleep. Okay, when it comes to your stress, this will, if you're doing everything right, but you're still stressed out, your hormones are still going to be fucked. I can't help you. Like, I literally can't help you. And I tell my clients straight up, I can't help you. If you're not willing to like do the methods of stress relief that are actually going to help you calm down, then like, I can't work with you because your hormones are not going to balance out and this isn't going to work. And it's not worth it for you to pay me because your stress fucks with everything. Literally, stress is one of the worst things that can happen to your body, literally. So you really, really want to make sure that you are taking the time to sit with yourself and regulate your nervous system. And one of the main things that I recommend, and I'm going to do like a whole other video on this because like it's a really good tool and it's honestly like made my life so much better. Like most people don't even realize they're constantly in fight or flight. And it's like crazy because I'm like, how do you operate like that? And I look at myself, I'm like, how did I operate like that? Like that was crazy. But your But yeah, like once your body feels safe in itself and feels calm, like it can do all the other things it's supposed to do without added stress. Things that you can do to manage your stress is like mindfulness practices, like doing yoga, deep breathing, or journaling is so good, especially gratitude journaling is very good. You literally breathe all the time, every single day. So you're telling me that you can't take like maybe 30 seconds to breathe a little more deeply, like consecutively for like maybe a minute? Like it's not that hard. Like I don't know if there's so many different methods as well. You can do like box breathing, which is like what they teach Navy SEALs to literally like calm down their nervous system. Because long exhales are what trigger your parasympathetic nervous system, which is like the rest and digest. So you're just gonna breathe in deeply for 4, hold it for 4, let it go for 4, and that's considered like 1. And then you do that again and again and again. There's so many resources on breathing. So just find a breathing exercise that you like that makes you feel good and do it every day in the morning. Meditation is also very good. Any mindfulness practice. Another thing one of my clients we were doing is like look around the room. Like when you're feeling stressed, like make it like not even when you're feeling stressed, like just all the time. Like if you find yourself your thoughts are racing and you're kind of like freaking out a little bit, just look around the room. Like literally look around the room and be like, okay, there's no threat here. Like there's literally nothing threatening me right now. So I don't need to be freaking out. And then this is like my biggest tip. And again, I'm going to go into a whole other video on this because I think it's like worth a whole other video. But like talk to your nervous system. Literally speak out loud to your nervous system like it's a human being and calm it down. Talk to it like it's a little kid. Literally be like, validate why you're freaking out. Validate the anxiety. Be like, I know you're very stressed out because, we have a test coming up. I know that and then also validate like in the past tense, like why your nervous system is like a computer. Like, I mean, your whole body's like a computer, but it's like your body's smart and your body is always on your side. Like, it's always trying to help you. And so, like, your nervous system remembers that's all its job is to remember things that were scary and frightening and threatening in the past and prepare you to handle that again if it has to. So it's like when it hears you have a test coming up, it freaks out because the last time you had a test coming up, you were also stressed about it for whatever reason. So it's like validate the reason that you're freaking out. Be like, I know in the past this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like this happened and it was a bad outcome and it was really hard on our body and it was really traumatic for us and it was, such a hard time and we were so worried about it, whatever, right? But then tell them this time is different. Even if you don't believe it, even if you're like, no, girl, I'm still stressed about that test. All right, whatever. Just get your nervous system to calm down because you're not going to be able to do anything when you're freaking out and in a bad place. So that's like my number one nervous system regulation tool is just like after deep breathing, like talk to your nervous system. Just talk to it like it's a little girl and just be like, I'm so sorry you're scared. I'm so sorry you're sad. You have every right to be. It makes so much sense why you are. And then reassure them and be like, but actually it's not. Like there's no bear in here. There's no terrible thing coming. Like you don't need to be activated right now. Like it's okay. And I promise you, like you're gonna feel like the relief. You're gonna be like, oh my god, like I can't believe that worked. It's woo woo, but it fucking works, right? It's not woo woo if it works, is it? Step 5 and the last thing would be supplements. And if there's 2 supplements I can get you to start taking, it would be fish oil and beef liver. All right. You really don't, I don't want to say you don't need anything else because like other herbs and supplements can be very helpful for specific situations. But like I said, we're not specific on here, unfortunately. If you want to get specific, click the link in the bio and we can work together. But like for general advice, honestly, everybody will benefit from this. Taking fish oil because it's anti-inflammatory, it has omega-3s and it's really good for you. And again, you can't get that from fruits and like you can only get that from eating it. Like your body doesn't make it itself. And you're going to take beef liver. Beef liver has all the B vitamins, it has iron, lots of micronutrients that your body needs. And so basically what you're supplementing is going to be omega-3s and your B vitamins. And these are the 2 things that your body can't make by itself. So if you're not eating a very healthy diet right now, you're not getting those at all. And those are very important for you. And like if you are eating a healthy diet, like yes, you're gonna get them, but like honestly, I take them. Like I would much rather have the security of like I know for a fact I'm getting in enough omega-3s and B vitamins every day. So like if I do miss, if there's like a gap in my diet, like I guess that's what it is. It's just like it fills in gaps in my diet. I would take that instead of a multivitamin, honestly. It's like I mean a multivitamin doesn't hurt, but Point is, if you need to simplify it, I've simplified it. The two supplements that I'm like, I really think you should take this is going to be beef liver and fish oil. All right. So these are the 5 steps that I take when making someone's care plan, and I wanted to share them with you in depth and explain a little bit about why and give you some context on how you can, like, what changes can you make in your life right now. If you can't afford a coach, like if you can't afford to work with me, I still want to be able to help you. And so it's like I'm going to give you the information that, some people might charge you for, but it's like, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if this was informative, if this was helpful. If you disagree with me, let me know. Love y'all.